Welcome to the second installment of...
What was it?
This is how we brew it. Montel Jordan. This is how we brew it.
I forgot already.
This is how we brew it.
It's been so long since we filmed the last one.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Well, we're back.
We're back.
Back and ready to rock. All right.
What do we got this week?
Today's This is how we brew it is actually working with the old Keurig, the old K-Cups, or now they're just referred to as cartridges or coffee pods because they've lots of different makers now, make the machines, make the pods, that type of thing. And it seems funny, this might kind of be a funny one. People think, well, why do I really need help with this? There's a couple things going on here. And you know what? We get emails at Caffeine and Kilos because we sell coffee. We have our own cartridges. We have different stuff. We get emails. People asking all the time, like, what's the best way to do this, best way to do that? So you know what? Just cover it.
Yeah, well, just a little quick, personal preference. Also, just kind of like frequently asked questions about the K-Cups. We can answer here as also, yeah. So it's kind of be a little bit more about the product itself and also how to brew it both.
There we go. So first things first, we've got the main thing you need to know here is that there is a small, medium, and large setting. All right, and so what those mean is that's really just the amount of water that's run through it. Okay, so say you just want a smaller cup of coffee, you just hit the small one. Now not as much water runs through it, so it's not going to fully use all of the coffee in the cartridge. Doesn't mean you should use the same cartridge again, but that's kind of how that goes. Whereas on the largest one, you're going to get the most amount of water run through it, so all that coffee is going to get thoroughly cleansed, thorough uptake, I guess would be maybe one way to say it. If you're not a coffee person, you're just trying to make up words that sound right.
Correct.
That's pretty much where we're at. All right. This guy goes open.
Yep.
And show the people the cartridge.
So here's the cartridge, Caffeine and Kilos branded cartridge. This is full of our PR blend grounds. It's not different coffee. Some people sometimes think that, oh, is your K-Cups the same as the PR blend? Correct, yes it is. It's actually exactly the same, and it's packaged and sealed at our roaster with the rest of our coffee. So
now one thing about these also, which is interesting, is the packaging here, 100% recyclable.
Yes, correct.
100%.
So these, don't just throw these in the trash, guys. You can recycle these. Just, people actually hesitate to buy K-Cups because they think they're bad for the environment. I've seen that before. They get a little bit of backlash for that. But you can recycle these, so make sure you do, please.
I just dropped this, and the bottom part hit my bare chest, so I'm not sure how that would work for the FDA? Or who investigates restaurants?
Food. I think it's FDA.
Food and Drug Administration.
No, that's firearm.
That's firearm. No, that's food and drug. OSHA. Well, OSHA's environmental. Well, so they'd approve. OSHA would approve. Anyway, the point is, we're not a restaurant. We're just in our own private business here at Caffeine and Kilos Warehouse. All right, Dean, pop it in there.
Pop that guy right there.
We should get a mug in.
Yeah. Let's do. What should we go with? Black on black, red.
I like
coming back for holiday season, possibly. Who knows?
Or a panda.
We'll go with the panda.
Just because that song is pretty much all washed up now, let's give it a little go.
Correct.
Panda.
So then you just give this a little clamp job right there. Boom.
Boom. And then what, you want to go small here?
Let's go small first.
Let's go small first.
So what would be the benefits of the small cup? Could you run it twice on small?
I suppose.
If you want, say like funds are tight this month or something, like you want to get every last use as you can out of the K-Cup, maybe run it through twice in the same day. If the first cup's not going to be as strong, but you could technically.
Or the second one's yeah. Well, it's kind of like coffee or tea. You ever say you're having green tea 'cause you're sick or something, and then you try and reuse the tea bag. It's not as good. It's not as strong. But hey, you know what? Better than nothing, right? Exactly. Some would say.
Exactly.
There we go. That's all she wrote. Old trusty right here coming through good.
And this, this small setting will give you about, a third of a cup of coffee.
Third of a cup of coffee.
Yeah, that's about a third.
I'd say so.
And it smells delicious. It smells good. Some people think that K-Cups you don't get as much flavor.
Yeah.
You don't get as much coffee out of it. With the convenience, a little bit of taste and quality is going to be sacrificed as far as the whole experience of the coffee. But it works and it has its purpose.
Quick banger.
It's a quick thing, and honestly, the PR blend, because it's such a good, robust flavor, that you're gonna still. Still gonna have a lot of flavor.
And you can tell the difference. Is what I found, anyways. If you're doing like a store brand mass store brand coffee compared to a specialty coffee, you will be able to tell the difference. It all just doesn't taste like shitty ground up
watered down.
Watered down.
This is actually
hospital
like
coffee.
that actually is very strong. And I think also like the lower the setting, the stronger your coffee is going to be, obviously with the K-Cup.
Right, not
Less
as much
water equals more coffee, more dense coffee flavor.
Not as much water goes through, whereas in the higher settings, more water goes through, so it does dilute it a little bit. So now, clean up K-Cups for the benefit. Get this open. You just take your cartridge out there, and then you just throw it in, not the garbage, because they're recyclable. All right. All right. Now,
recyclable container over there, by the way.
they're recyclable container. Definitely not a garbage can. All right. Now, pop in the next cartridge here. Clamp it down.
Make sure you got plenty of water in your water side and your water filter. By the way, real quick, this is very simple. You pop this out, fill it up with sink water, pop it back in. Very self-explanatory.
Actually, you want to pull it off real quick?
Yeah, we probably can.
Boop. There it is, just like that. Filled up with water. You know, it goes back on. There we go. Done deal.
Boom.
There it is. And it'll let you know. It says needs water, if it needs water, that type of thing. All right, next mug. Black on black. Kevin Gates, black on black. And we're going, we'll go large dog.
We're going to go large.
Go large dog here. And so then it has a heating mechanism in it, so it actually heats the water as you go, so it doesn't have to heat the water every time. If you're using like a regular percolator, like a regular drip coffee thing, then what's going on there a lot of times, you know, you got to pour the water in the back, you get the grounds in the basket, so it heats up the water, and as it heats it up, one benefit of the K-Cup, or the cartridge machine, water's already hot. So it just basically kind of gets it ready. The old pump and dump. A lot of people think pump and dump just refers to post-pregnancy boozing, but pump and dump also refers to cartridging.
Cartridging.
Cartridging is the act of brewing with cartridges.
Yes.
A lot of people didn't know it was an action word.
What's he doing? Oh, he's cartridging.
Oh, cartridging.
Yeah.
Cartridging. Is that guy over there, is he getting ready to pump and dump? Cartridging.
Cartridging.
Cartridging. It's definitely a thing. All right.
So this one, obviously, it's taking a little bit longer. There's a little bit more water through. And this is going to give you about 3/4 to or so of a cup of coffee,
3/4 cup, right. And these mugs are pretty big. They're 16-ounce mugs, I believe.
These are a lot larger than most.
So, but it'll fill the 16-ounce mug over halfway. You know, so if you're using the standard 12-ounce mug, whatever, it'll still fit, but it's going to be right around that amount. I suppose we could have done the due diligence of actually looking up exactly how many ounces it pumps through, but that's not really what we're into. We're into more of just kind of going about the way we do things.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I don't need numbers.
You don't need numbers.
Tell me how much I'm drinking.
That's it. You got it? You can bring it on the backside?
Is it ready?
Yeah, you backdoor that guy.
And you'll actually kind of hear the motor kind of revving down when the water's done pumping, so you kind of know when to pull it out.
Kind of know when to pull out.
Yep.
Because you don't want to wait too long. You don't want to pull out too late, because then it might be cold.
That one's piping hot.
But if you pull out too early, then you're going to get coffee all over. You know, so you got to pull out at just the right time. That's an important lesson for everybody.
Yeah, no, it's very important. So this one, I do taste
Piping hot.
Yeah, piping hot, but a very big significance in flavor drop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
The flavor drop has considerably been diluted with the water compared to the first setting.
Right.
The first setting is almost like pure espresso, more of a concentrate, where this top level now is actually, you know, not everybody likes super strong tasting coffee.
Right.
So if you were into more just regular coffee experience that you might get at like a restaurant or something, kind of like tabletop
a diner
coffee
or something.
diner coffee, that would be probably the setting for you. If you're into more of a connoisseur and you are using the K-Cup machine or the cartridge machine, you would probably want to go with the first setting.
Yeah.
Or the next setting.
So that's an interesting thing you bring up is absolutely. So the smallest one is a lot more. You taste the coffee more. You get a lot more flavor, a lot more kind of punch in there. Whereas the top one, the biggest one, you get more coffee or more, but there's more water run through
more
it.
liquid.
More liquid. Now, one of the benefits of the cartridge machine is that you use one cartridge and you can get the strongest up, or you still just use one cartridge and you actually get the more brew. So whatever way you like it, if you want it more condensed or a little more weak tasting, I guess you'd say. It's not as thick, not as juicy.
Some people might be sensitive to caffeine. They want it a little less.
Right.
Something they can sip on longer.
They can sip on it longer, exactly. But me personally, I really like good tasting coffee because our PR blend is good. And so that's just, I'm spoiled now. In fact, the biggest, most upset my wife gets with me is one, if I forget to make coffee, and then two, if we're out of PR blend at home. She says something like, "We drink store coffee?" You know what I mean? And that's where it starts.
Where do you go get Starbucks?
Store coffee? Oh, yeah. Exactly. I one time heard someone refer to it as Charbucks. Little bird tasting. Actually made sense to me.
Yeah.
All right, so pop this bad boy open now. And now we're going to, again, recycling. Very important there. By the way, 2 for 2, making those shots.
like Curry last night.
Like Curry last night. 13 out of 17.
13 threes. Unbelievable. That last one was silly, too, between two defenders. Just threw it up and just...
At a certain point, when we're just breaking our own records, I mean, what are we doing anyway?
It's like you guys say other things. All the people are breaking their own records.
Breaking their own records. Yeah, crazy. Well, you know what? Because last game was the first 170 games made three-pointer. Last game did not make a three. Broke his streak of like 170 games played with a made three-pointer. So then he comes back to the very next game
makes
and 13 for the record. By the way, I was at the game where he made 12 for the record. That was their 73rd win against Memphis.
Oh, it was the same game.
It was the game where he broke the record for threes in a game. He also hit over 400 that season. Like broke his own record and broke his own record in this, and then he came back into this one again.
That's a lot of records for one.
A lot of records. All right, pop this in here. So last shot at it. My favorite, I go medium. Throw the old mug in there. Here we go. So I prefer the medium setting because I like the taste. I like to be able to...
It's got a good volume.
Good volume.
Good volume liquid and good taste.
And good taste. Because I feel like if you only run the small one through, it doesn't not going to extract as much of the caffeine.
Yeah.
So I want a little more caffeine extraction, but I don't want to water down so much.
Yeah.
So a lot of times I go medium dog.
And as for anything like this, the middle ground is probably where you're going to want to be.
Probably where you want to be.
Like if you're going to do, maybe if you want like a quick hitter, you go with the
quick
small.
banger.
But I mean, you're probably like for everyday, regular day life, you're probably just want to hit with the medium.
Hit it with the medium. You know, it's funny, we talk about this a lot when you're arguing with somebody. You know, it seems like in life a lot of times the truth is always somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
I say something's black, you say something's white. It's probably like a charcoal. You know what I mean? It's like that's how it goes.
Shade of gray.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've heard there's like 50.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? So I mean, I don't know how you know
47 now.
47 shades of gray because it's a couple years old.
Yeah.
So yeah, middle dog. There you go. And just like the other ones, almost done. Oh, go ahead.
Yes.
And then get that sweet medium.
Piping.
Piping hot. But you can definitely tell the difference. I've actually never gone all three settings back to back like this. Except for preparation for this episode, obviously. So going back to back, you really can tell the difference.
Perfect middle ground. Like,
perfect middle ground.
They should just have one setting on this.
And it should be that one.
It should just be this setting.
You know what? And here's another thing: is all these extra buttons and lights, they're just driving the prices up.
That's true. That's
what's happening there.
Well, also, I have a off-brand, non-Keurig brand, and it only makes one cup, one size.
Yeah.
And it's actually like a medium size. So,
there it is.
So people are already doing it.
People are already doing it. That's it.
But yeah, this is the one.
One last thing before we go that I think we need to bring up, it would be negligent not to, is if you go with the actual Keurig brand, they have like a 2.0 machine out now that only does their exact pods, their exact cartridges. And so if you buy like a different specialty coffee or ours, it wouldn't read the cartridges. But then just as soon as they bring that out, because it has like a laser, so it would like read and tell you what kind of coffee you're brewing.
There's a code on the top
rim.
labeled rim. Yeah.
Yep. So what happened as soon as they come out that, other people figure out how to basically hack it. And so we actually have a link to that on with our PR blend is a YouTube video on how to hack it. Basically, it's just you take one of the cartridges that comes with it. All you need is a pair of scissors and a piece of tape. You just cut off the little piece of the rim, tape it to the laser that reads it, and then you can use any cartridges in the machine, ours or others.
Or buy an off-brand machine.
And
you'll have no problems.
Might be better anyway.
Yeah, or you can still find discounted first-generation Keurig machines. I personally have an off-brand one at home that I use. That's so there's no.
Paint shop.
We do have the link on the K-Cup tab on the shop to learn how to hack a 2.0 machine.
Hack 2.0.
But yeah.
And it's super quick. Actually, I was in a tattoo shop and my Brahms cartridges. I knew they had a thing and get these guys fired up, so I don't want them falling asleep on the job.
Did it there.
You know what I'm saying? Well, so then I was telling them, like, oh, they had 2.0. I was like, oh, it's actually really easy. And I just went to the website, sent them the link to YouTube. One of the other guys walks out 2 minutes later. Got it.
Yeah.
It was done. It was literally like a 2-minute deal. Like
quick.
Pair of scissors, piece of tape. And yeah, or if you get an off-brand one, no big deal anyway. You actually prefer your off-brand one.
Actually, yeah, I like it a lot because it's it has the perfect setting already. It was like it's a lot smaller than this actually, so it's it's not too much bigger than this cup of water right here.
Yeah.
It's about this size, about this tall, and it's real fast.
So closing things about the cartridges, the flavor, the overall flavor and experience is not going to be the same as if you brew it a different way. Say you really like a French press or something like an AeroPress and those types of things that is really based for the flavor. You're not going to get that same thing out of here. But what it's good at, it's very good at. It's good for convenience and it's good. It's nice, easy cleanup. You just kind of go, you know, and like this, the water thing, you know, depending on what setting you choose, but you can probably fill this up once a week, and so it's a low hassle, quick banger. So if you're more worried about the effects and getting things done quickly, and not at all really worried about the taste, then this is a great way to go.
And honestly, some people prefer to use a lot of, you know, sugars or creams in their coffee.
Not taste coffee anyway.
So, I mean, then this is the perfect machine for you, because you're not trying to taste that pure black coffee. So then, might as well just...
Might as well.
There's no point not to have this if you're going to change the taste anyways.
There it is. All right, we keep one in the office here for quick bangers.
Oh yeah, I mean, it gets used all the time. It's really good for people that come over that want, you know, hey, you got any coffee? Can I try some? Yeah, here you go. Check it out.
Boom, bangerang.
Yeah, boom.
All right. Thank you for joining us on this installment of This Is How We Brew It. This is how we brew it. All right, Caffeine Kilo signing off.
What's up, guys? I'm here with this week's drop. This week we got the men's Indigo Movement Tee with the gray font, Caffeine Kilos, the Lifestyle, the Movement USA on our 60/40 blended shirts. Available in sizes small through 3XL, so full size run on these. Perfect shirt for in and out of the gym. You know, favorite cutaway of ours, honestly, that we came out with so far. So yeah, pick them up on caffeinekilos.com.